Thanks for dropping in. In this video, I see how many sticks of RAM and how many 2.5-inch SSDs I can shove into an ultra-small form factor PC. I rescue my PC from an alien amoeba that has eaten it, and I play with BIOS. In a previous video, I looked at some ultra-small form factor PCs that I bought from a seller called Computer Hive on eBay, which is a seller I have personally found to be very good. I'll put a link to that video here. For reference, this video is not sponsored and I purchased all items myself. I was having a look back through their items the other day and I came across this HP ProDesk 600 G3 USFF PC, which has a Core i5 7500T, 8GB of DDR4 RAM and a 1TB SSD for £84.99 here in the UK. Now this grabbed my interest because the i5 7500T is a low power socket CPU using a standard 1151 socket, and it's still worth about £30 here in the UK on its own. I like Computer Hive's listings as they have a screenshot of a spreadsheet of the computer's main specs, and from this we can see that it also has a single stick of HyperRAM 8GB DDR4 worth about £10 and a Western Digital Green 2.5-inch SSD, which from the smart data has only got 95 hours use, so it's practically new. Now obviously it is best not to use second-hand storage for important data, but I could definitely find a use for the 1TB 2.5-inch SATA SSD, maybe as a scratch disk for video editing or more likely for games, and the cost of even a cheap 1TB SSD would be close to the asking price here, or at least £40 or £50. Add on the value of the CPU, RAM, and in effect you're getting the rest of the USFF PC thrown in for free, so a good deal. Also, I have a number of DDR4 SODIMMs that I'm currently unable to test as I don't have a PC that takes them. This would therefore be useful and allow me to test these to either sell them to make back some money or at least know they're working, so available for future projects. However, at the time, due to my attention span of a goldfish, I ticked the box to watch this item in eBay and forgot about it. Fast forward a couple of days, and due to the fact that I was watching it, an offer came in from Computer Hive for a discounted price of £59.49, or around 30% off. Given this was already a good deal at £85, I couldn't really say no, so I bought it. So what turned up? As always, delivered exactly when expected from Computer Hive. Had my usual brief struggle with the box, and inside I found my USFF PC had been eaten by something that wouldn't look out of place in the Total Wipeout game show, but I eventually rescued it. This is actually the packing for a laptop, so it's always nice to see that Computer Hive don't quibble on packing materials, especially as I need to send a laptop off, so that is additional bonus and quite useful. And here is the HP ProDesk 600 G3 USFF Mini PC. On the back we have two display ports and one VGA port. I think the VGA port is modular, so the original customer can choose which third video output they wanted, but VGA in this case. So a passive adapter would be needed from the display port to change this into HDMI if wanted. There are also two USB 3A ports, as well as two USB 2 ports, and Ethernet and power. On the front we have a USB-C port and a further two USB 3A ports, as well as a headphone and a headset socket, along with the power button. So first off, does it actually work before I make my usual ham-fisted attempt at breaking it? Yes, all good. And in the BIOS, we can see the specs are as expected too, with the i5 7500T and 8GB of RAM. In contrast to the HP 600G1 USFF PCs I looked at previously, these were much easier to open and upgrade, essentially being toolless. A slider unlocks the case, which then slides off. The 2.5-inch SSD is removed with a lever, under which is also the Wi-Fi card and a full-length M.2 slot for M.2 SSDs. And the fan flips up to reveal the RAM slots. Nicely designed. First off, to test the DDR SODIMMs that I have. These are all 8GB sticks, so it'd be good to know if they are working. So after removing the original 8GB stick, I loaded in the first two. Replace the cover and use the built-in memory test on the ProDesk 600 G3 Mini. And after running the test, which took about half an hour, the RAM looks fine. Bonus. I rinsed and repeated with the second 2 sticks, and once again all good. Excellent. I left 2 times 8GB sticks in the PC as a bit of an upgrade, and then plopped in a spare Samsung 128GB SSD drive that I had lying around from a job lot bundle I bought a while ago. And I reassembled the case. For interest, here's a closer look inside the PC. The lever tips to remove and insert the 2.5-inch SSD, and the caddy can be removed to allow access to the Wi-Fi and M.2 slots. The cooling fan also lifts up to allow access to the SO-DIMM slots. After installing Windows 10, which auto-activated, all was working well. And we can see the specifications according to Windows on the screen. In addition, a quick smart check of the 1TB Western Digital Green SSD showed that it has indeed only been powered on 20 times, for a total of 97 hours, so is almost new. I'll probably sell the HP ProDesk 600 G3 Mini to recoup my money, and maybe even making a little profit due to the excellent price I got it for, and use the 1TB Western Digital drive for my own use, so in effect getting that for free. Have you found any good deals recently? Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and let me know in the comments. Take care, and I'll see you again soon.